Okay, this is a lesson in triads. What is a triad? A triad is a chord made from the first, third, and fifth degree of a scale. So if we just take a major scale like C major, we play the first note, the third, and the fifth. Play those as a chord, and that's called a C major triad. So there's a lot of different ways that we can play that on the guitar throughout different octaves and different positions, and they all sound a little bit different from each other. So we're going to use this song that I'm not going to name. If you know the name of it, put it in the comments below. And we're just going to go through the verse and the chorus of this tune, and it'll be a fun little exploration of triads. Okay, so first things first, go ahead and pause the video and write down these chords in this order. Okay, if you have all that, we're ready to go. So let's go up to the 10th fret of the D string. Play that with your ring finger. Okay, G string, we'll play fret 9 with our middle. And then on the B string, fret 8 with our index. Okay, this is a C major triad. The notes are C, E, and G. All right. To change this into an A minor triad, all we're going to do is we're going to put our pinky down on the B string fret 10. The only difference between a C major chord and an A minor chord is one note. The G from the C major goes up to A in this case. Okay, so we've got C, A minor, back to C, A minor again. Okay, F. Lots of different ways we can finger this. So the way I did it in the beginning of the video was like this. D10, G10, and B10, but I use my middle, ring, and pinky. Okay. It's good to know how to play these triads in all kinds of different variations, different kinds of fingerings, because what I did in the beginning was was called a chord melody. So simply you play the chord and you play the melody in the highest voice. Okay, so that's an F, all on fret 10. G looks like this: ring finger on D9, index on G7, and middle on B8. Okay, that's a G major triad. So first thing is just to get the shape of it. Make sure you can play it cleanly. Next is to identify these notes. All right, so this is a B, this is a D, and this is a G. Okay, then we're back to C, the same voicing from earlier. Okay, and we can go back to G. Okay, so if I play through the first 8 bars of the verse, I'll do just 2 strums per chord. Right from the beginning, we have C, A minor, C, A minor, F, G, C, and back to G. Okay, I'm not including the melody this time. That's going to be your work. Okay, but first thing is you want to get the chords down. That's the most important thing. Okay, next 8 bars go like this. So we start with that same voicing of C. Okay, F. This time I'm going to just roll my my ring finger over fret 10 of the D, G, and B. Okay. And then we're going to go to a G triad like this. G, fret 7, B string, fret 8, and E string, fret 7. Okay, you may recognize this if you finger it like this, as a little miniature D chord looking shape, but it is a G major because the notes are D, G, and B. Okay, you could also play this same triad like this on fret 12 of the D, G, and B strings. Same thing. Okay, next up is A minor. This will look like a miniature D minor shape. Okay, so it's G9, B10, and E8. This is A minor. The notes are E, A, and C. Okay, next we're going to make an F triad. All we have to do is scoot our middle finger up to fret 10 of the G string. Okay. Let's run those again because there's a lot in there that's very kind of twisty, right? So we've got C, F to G, A minor to F. Okay. Now, to make a G chord, we can take this same grip and move it up 2 frets. Okay. Then we have an E major, which looks like this. I'm going to bar on fret 9 of the G and the B string, and my pinky will reach up to fret 10 of the E string. Okay, right now this is an E major. We're going to make it E7 by just putting our middle finger on fret 10 of the high E. Okay, so E7, E major. And then back to the A minor from earlier. Okay, that's a lot. Let's do that one more time. Actually, let's do the whole verse. Okay, top of the verse, 2 strums per chord, unless they're inside a measure, if you have a split bar. Okay, so C, A minor, C, A minor, F, G, C, G again. Okay, next half we go to C, F, G, A minor, F, okay, G, E major, E7. I know I'm giving you 2 chords, it's a bonus. E major, E7, just that. A minor. It's very tempting to want to play the melody. So all of these voicings very conveniently put the melody in the uppermost voice. Okay, so you're kind of halfway there once you get the chords down. Okay, finally here's the chorus. We're going to go down to the 5th position and play F like this. Okay, so that's G5, B6, and E5. So again, you could play that just like you play a D chord. But I'm going to play it with the bar, and there's a reason for it. So F. I want that bar when I go to this A minor. Okay, so this A minor, you can call it the Stairway to Heaven A minor. Hopefully I won't get a copyright claim for playing an A minor this way. You got your ring finger on fret 7 of the D, and then you have your index on fret 5 of the G, and fret 5 of the B. Okay, that's an A minor triad. We go back to the same F. And this time we'll go to a C major triad with that same bar. Okay, D5, G5, B5. All right, working our way down the neck in pitch to G major triad, which is D5, B4, and I'm sorry, D5, G4, and B3. Eventually we'll get to the point where I just say G, B, D. All right, and then we'll resolve to C right here. Actually, we'll play a full C major chord that everybody already knows. Okay, then from there we can do the thing. All right, here's the chorus. We got F. 2 bars, A minor, F again, C, G, and then C. Okay? All right, I'll run the whole thing, verse and chorus, all the way through. Here we go. All right, I hope that was helpful. I know there's a lot in there, so spread this over many practice sessions if you need to. It's really great to know your triads throughout the fretboard, as well as your scales. Okay, so have fun.